Thank you for watching another video by Impound Comics. Make sure you like, comment, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. I'm Brent Trey Sands, the writer and the creator of the Impound universe, and we are finally back with another episode of the Impound podcast with my co-host Kyron Shank.
Yeah, how you living? How y'all doing? It's great to be.
It's been a minute,
back, man.
It's always been a minute.
It's been a Happy New Year to you, by the way.
Happy New Year's. Yeah, we haven't. Yeah, it's been since New Year. It's been about a month since we posted the last one.
Yeah.
In the meantime, if you guys didn't already see, we posted some animated projects. So we had the stop motion thing, stop motion project with Lance Woods, and then we just posted the blasted paper animated episode. So we haven't been silent, but we have been working on other things, and then we were throwing our party as well.
Oh, we had the holiday party.
Yep.
That was fun. That was probably one of our most littest.
That was the best one so far.
Goodness gracious. If y'all were there, we appreciate y'all so much. If y'all want to see the recap, just go to the Adrenaline Parties page. But yo, that was probably the best. That was the best one yet. That was crazy.
And it feels like it's only getting better now. Like the party is now like branded itself.
Yeah.
And people who haven't been want to go, and I think it's just building from moving forward. So everybody, if you're over 21, February 28th is the next Adrenaline Parties in Los Angeles at Love Note. Again, go to adrenalineparties.com, get your ticket, RSVP, and hopefully we see you there.
And this one's a 90s cosplay theme, y'all. And I'm talking about 90s. I'm talking all the way from, you do Powerpuff Girls, all the way to like Steve Urkel. I'm talking about 90s period, y'all. It doesn't have to stick to, comics or anime. We're just going 90s and going all out with a good time.
Yeah, for sure.
Can't wait.
I'm hoping somebody's the Ninja Turtles and someone's April O'Neil.
Oh my God, that'd be fire.
Like I hope it does, like how you're saying, like people come as a show.
Facts.
Like, you know what I mean? Like that'd be funny.
Yeah. And honestly, I want to see somebody do like a rocket power.
Yeah, like something that's like to the left,
fire.
but it's fire. Yeah.
Like that'll be fire.
If you had to have been there to understand type of
yeah. So I can't wait. What you gonna dress up? He ain't gonna.
Yeah.
Really?
No, I'm saying If I dress up, I'm dressing. I would not dress up as. I would not dress up as anything that's not Impound related.
I feel it.
People ask me that. They're always like, "Oh, what's your comic book collection?" Now I say Impound stuff or another indie, but like any books, cards, all that, I sold that all in my shop. Or it's available for sale.
Yeah.
I had to look at it like, look, they're not spending money on me. Why am I holding on and spending money on them?
Preach.
I might as well sell this, get the money, and continue my journey and build up this brand.
Facts.
Because as much as I still have a love for them, I'll still watch the movie and the shows.
Of course.
But I'm not about to go out and be merchandising up somebody else's universe moving forward. It's this or nothing for me.
What Dolph say? Preach.
Yep.
Preach.
That's how it's got to be. That's how you got to look at it.
Nah, I feel that. And I feel like a lot of creators, not even just in your space, but creators, period, should like really have that same mentality and that same passion and drive like you do, bro. Like I really admire that. I admire that, bro. Like your conviction is where it needs to be.
Yeah. It's all or nothing at this point.
Yeah.
And it's not gonna be nothing. That's the thing.
Facts.
Because
so ain't nothing.
Because we're not gonna that's part of the sacrifice. I had to look at it like that.
Yeah.
I've been collecting these for however long I've been collecting. Like the longest collection I had was Pokemon cards. I had that longer than anything.
Facts.
Got that when I was like 9 or 10.
Yeah.
And I just have had them. And I was like, I knew I would sell them one day, but I didn't know why I would sell them one day. And then I was like, this is why. This is what I've been holding on to these for. My true collection was Pokemon cards and then just Star Wars stuff. Those were my two things.
My heart hurts.
I didn't sell Charizard, Blastoise, and Venusaur.
Ooh,
those are the only
Venusaur.
Yeah, I had the original 151, but I sold everything else, but I couldn't sell those ones yet. But I was like, I still might need to hold on to those longer.
Low key.
To sell them for a bigger moment.
Facts. Like, oh my God. And they're all OGs?
OGs, yeah. Blastoise is signed by the cartoon and the Super Smash Brothers voice actors, like two of them.
Damn.
Yeah. Blastoise is my favorite one, so that one is just tough to sell.
I gotta rob you. That's
They in Sacramento.
They in Sac?
Yep.
That's how he got to bring me there. What?
But yeah,
that's crazy. By the actual voice actor.
Yeah.
That's crazy, bro. Well, I don't know if I sell that.
I might not ever have to. We'll see.
It would have to be for like, I mean, an extraordinary moment.
Yeah.
Like centennial type moment.
It makes sense to sell it type though.
Yeah, type vibe. So
we'll see.
Mean, yeah, we gonna see. But like I said, bro, I very much admire the conviction that you have. I mean, you don't fold for shit for nobody. You know what I'm saying? Impound is you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And that's another reason why we here, y'all.
Yeah.
Another reason why I'm here, because I believe in this man.
I appreciate that, brother.
You feel me?
We getting it in.
On God, man. I definitely feel it, bro. For real.
Cord a little bit. Knock down the cord a little bit.
But man, let's really get into it, man, because there's been.
Well, there's one more thing before.
What's up?
Oh, Blasted. Yes. I don't know if it's reflecting. I see the lights reflecting, but this is Blasted issue 2. This is the newest book in the Impound universe. That was the original OG. This has both books inside. So this is issue 1 and 2 as a collective.
Yeah.
Mayan God of Ink and Tattoo, his journey continues. Blasted is still, this is the only book. I realize like the subtle differences in my stories, right?
Yeah.
Blasted is the only character that has a secret identity. He's the only one. And he's also the only character whose story starts from when he was born. Everybody else's story starts at a moment in their life.
Facts.
This one actually shows, because he was the only one born with his power, so him being born was important.
It's pivotal.
Yeah, so, but yeah, so.
That is different.
It hasn't even it hasn't went that deep yet, because it started from literally square one. We watch him grow up. We watch his relationship with the people around him, his family, and we're just getting to the root of why and why everything is going. So
that's interesting you say that, because now that I'm thinking about other characters, it's like, damn, like, wow. I mean, Bruce Wayne, parents shot in the alley.
Yeah.
Barry, young kid, but at the same time, the accident. Wow. I've never really read a character when it comes from actually, them being born.
Before it starts before he was born. Because they knew, it's like, well, no spoilers, but I've already said this before, but like they knew coming into the world what he was.
Yeah.
So they didn't know what to expect, but they knew already, what he was. So,
Facts.
But yeah, you get to see how he becomes this character though.
Facts.
So if you haven't already, check out Blasted issue 2. It's available on our website, available on TikTok Shop.
TikTok is back, y'all.
TikTok back. You can get it right now. But yes.
We knew it wasn't going nowhere.
And we also just dropped that paper animation of Blasted.
Facts. And on top of that, get the graphic novel.
And then the Impound graphic novel, the Big Dog.
Impound graphic novel. I'm telling you, bro, I done went through this at least about 3-4 times now.
Big Dog.
Big Dog, man. Big Dog. But yeah, man, it's been a lot going on.
Yeah, the TikTok thing just won. TikTok. It's
CapCut too.
Yeah. What's crazy is I was really paying attention, like looking under stones, getting information on what was truly going on. So I kind of already knew what to expect. I didn't expect it was going to be a 12-hour down and back up. Right. I thought we were going to be gone for like a week or two though.
Yeah, at least make us really sweat.
Yeah, no, for sure.
Make us really sweat. It's crazy because I was on a plane, bro. I was on the plane going to I think going to San Fran, dude.
Yeah.
And literally I get a text from my homegirl talking about, wait, TikTok's back. No, it's not. Like
just went down. I just went to sleep.
Right. I just went to sleep. Like, they're gonna make us wait more than 12 hours, or maybe 20 hours. So I'm looking back. I'm like, wow. Like,
it's already back.
Are we really this gullible? I don't know.
Well, no, it's not that. TikTok, they shut down because the reason why TikTok had to shut down was because everybody who was they didn't get shut down. They did it themselves.
Yeah.
And when the ban officially came into play, everybody affiliated with them was going to get fined $5,000 for every user. So PayPal, Google,
ugly.
Yeah, Apple, all these companies that TikTok still has to work with in other countries were going to start getting fines. So Biden said he wouldn't enforce it, but he wouldn't put it in paper.
Yeah.
So because of that, they're just like, we're not taking your word for it. Shut down. Then Trump said, I'll put it in paper, type of thing, and you won't get. And they just took his word for it, basically, and said, well, if he says it's all good and he was willing to sign on it, we'll do it. And that's what they did.
There's a lot of things.
But There's a lot of conspiracies.
That's what I'm saying.
I got a few in my head. I just leave them alone.
Yeah, because it's like, that's another time.
It's a whole nother, it's a whole nother subject.
There's so much stuff that I even want to say. just in that situation alone.
Yeah.
Even the message.
Yeah.
Bro, the message. Y'all got the message. You know, basically.
You know he getting paid. You know he getting paid.
He's the superhero.
Yeah, he getting paid to do. It is legal extortion.
I've never seen.
Extortion is not legal.
This is facts.
But it's legal extortion. That's what it comes down to.
And you know, I just never seen something like this where this is straight off of a TV show.
Yeah.
I really feel like this is straight we are living a reality TV show at this moment.
I'll say this. I don't know what the actual truth is. I'm glad as hell don't know.
Right.
TikTok, we happy to see you.
We back.
It's a very essential part of this brand, and I'm just happy we good. But
I'm back. I'm glad we back too.
You know, it actually benefited us too, just to share with everybody because TikTok was coming down. I spent a lot of time promoting, go follow our Instagram, go follow our YouTube, and everybody was going. And so we really gained our audience broader in that go down time, and then it came back on. It's like, win-win.
Right, so we got everybody. Hey, how y'all doing?
Win-win.
Right.
I was, when the ban when it was enforced, I was on live because I was doing I'm going to stay on live until it goes away.
Right.
And when you were on live, it wouldn't go away until you turned it off. So I was on live for a long time after everybody was shut down. But I was watching my viewers drop, and everybody in my live was from a different country. So they're like, how are you still here? And I was like, Impound's that strong.
Impound strong, baby.
He beat the band.
You ain't read the comic one time. You ain't read the novel. Stop
one
playing
time
with
for
us.
the one time.
You feel me?
And crazy enough, I guess since TikTok is not in the App Store, if you deleted it,
you're done.
You're done.
Yeah, I knew that. Luckily you didn't do it.
I kept mine. I was just like, this ain't.
You were done. Yeah.
This ain't about to. So
because
for you guys.
Google and Apple has to abide by the law no matter what, because they don't want other countries to think that they will try to not obey the law of the land. Right. So while that's still the law, they're not gonna go against it. They're just gonna. We have to, because they just don't want other countries to turn on them.
Bro, I've seen people. Just
hot. Yeah, but it's like, why would you just go straight to delete?
Why would you do that?
I feel like no matter what the circumstances, you had to have the idea that it was coming back.
Facts. If this thing was
I don't think anyone believed it was gone forever. I guess some did, but I ain't gonna. I was like, there's no way this is gone forever.
It's too much of it's made too much of an impact, not only for us, but just worldwide, period. So it's like
Red Note had the biggest spike and biggest drop in 24-hour history.
Because I downloaded that thing and deleted it right then and there.
I still got Red Note. I like Red Note. Yeah, I just take my TikToks and I post them on Red Note. So I don't focus on it. But what Red Note is tight is that TikTok, if you're in America and you're using TikTok, you still are basically seeing Americans. Yeah. We don't really see people in China. Red Note, you see people in China. And it's interesting because we don't know what a current, well, at least unless you try to find out, you don't know what a current modern China it looks like. We've never interacted with the people of China because unfortunately our countries have been at odds for so long that we just don't see it. Yeah. And so Red Note is, you'll see an American person in China, American person in China, teaching each other's cultures. So I think it's really cool, and it also is dope that I also feel like I'm building an Impound audience actually in China. Yeah. So I'm still using it because most of the audience is actually in China anyways.
Might have to get that back.
Yeah, so it's a different demographic still than TikTok. We were joining their demographic, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But yeah, that's why I would never get rid of it. I had a dream using Red Note. I might end up going on a Comic-Con tour in China one day, because that got me the exposure out there.
Of course.
Because like I said, TikTok, even though, it's through ByteDance and all that, we don't see the people that are actually using it in China. We see people in America. Right. I might see someone from the UK
every now and again.
Yeah,
right.
But for the most part, it still feels very. We didn't even know we didn't even know that China would. that app was created in China until they told us. Like when TikTok first started, you just assumed it was in Silicon Valley or something.
I did.
Yeah.
I definitely did. I was like, oh, another Silicon Valley app.
Yeah. You know, thought they were neighbors with Facebook, compete with Facebook. We didn't even know that.
Another Mark, whatever the case.
But yeah, it's still a different experience.
Put it that way.
Yeah.
Damn, that's actually true.
Yeah, I like Red Note for that reason.
And it's actually crazy. No, you are definitely right. Because heck, I got some listeners as far as my music wise from China.
Yeah, like it's exposing you still, regardless. It's not the traditional TikTok audience. So that's why I still like it. You know, so I would,
smart.
Yeah.
You so smart.
I just take whatever I post on TikTok and I just post it over there too. Why not? You know what I mean?
Now I did hear that if they get like a situation or a flag, I guess if you will call it, that you can be, you know, I wouldn't say banned, but you can't get on there because I guess you have to show citizenship. I don't know. This is allegedly. I don't know if this is really true.
On Red Note?
Yeah, I haven't been flagged or anything like that, but I've just seen people as far as like, well, shoot, that's grand opening, grand closing.
Yeah.
Because I guess you have to show citizenship that you're from China or, you know, from
wherever you're from.
Yeah. And then if it's that, then just you're done. But of course, you know, like TikTok said, guidelines.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure there's guidelines. Probably not the exact same as TikTok, but of course, you know,
similar. On the same playing field. Yeah.
So, you know, who knows? But I will definitely get my Red Note back.
Yeah, for sure.
That's definitely a dope way of looking at it, for sure. Yeah.
What are you more excited for, Fantastic Four or Superman?
Let's get into it. Oh, man, you left out one.
Those are the two ones starting the new.
Oh, we're going to do this.
The new wave.
So we're really just not going to. New wave, but I think James Gunn. I'm definitely excited for Superman. Fantastic Four, we've taken so many swings at. It's like, hey, I'll see it when I see it. But
I mean, Superman too.
Superman too. But I mean, we love Henry Cavill.
Hey, a lot of people don't love Henry Cavill, man.
They're just Snyder haters.
Yeah. I was gonna say a lot of people who like this movie. They're glad Henry and all that's over. Like, and you want to know what it is? The difference between this Superman and Henry Superman. This is traditional Superman. Yeah. Henry was a different modernized Superman.
I agree.
If you're not a fan of traditional Superman, you like Henry more often than none.
Yeah.
If you're a super traditional Superman fan, it's the opposite. You don't really like Henry.
Of course.
I like Henry because me personally, I'm not really a Superman fan like that. I like the darker suit. I liked the taking away. It's a bird. It's a plane. The changing in the phone booth. I don't care for that.
Right.
You know, but I love James Gunn. I trust his work. You know, and if there's anyone who knows how to put a bunch of characters in a movie without much of a backstory, he's the guy that does it.
That's another thing that I like, and I'm so glad that he put emphasis on. It's like, hey, you know, we already have this in this universe. We're not retelling something.
But the funny part is everyone was mad at the Justice League Zack Snyder did because they didn't tell it.
Yeah.
But now James Gunn just jumped straight into it, and this one makes more sense.
I mean, to be honest,
it's the same formula, but it's who did it.
To be honest, I'm kind of sick and I'm tired of. This is just me, my opinion. I'm tired of the retelling of everyone's bio, everyone's story.
Yeah.
Of course, I'm a superhero fan. I'm a comic book reader. I know these stories. Of course, to the average fan, the average person who just likes to go to the movies, they're gonna want to see, you know, beginning, end, middle, whatever the case.
Yeah.
But like even with this James Gunn Superman, like I love the fact we're getting a Guy Gardner. I'm loving the fact that we're getting Mr. Terrific. You know, just a lot of characters that I used to see in the Justice League, the animated series.
Yeah.
You know, so it's like, yes, we're getting it. But
it's bringing back traditional comic fans.
Yeah. But let me ask you this. Like, if we didn't get a Zack Snyder, Henry Cavill Superman, I could see Henry. I see Henry as Superman, whether it's Zack or whether it's James Gunn. I see Henry as Superman. I don't know why we couldn't just keep him. I don't know why we couldn't keep him.
Because he just wanted to reset, not have the complaints. Now it's just, you know, wasn't his vision.
Yeah.
You know, so.
Would you rather keep him?
Yeah, absolutely. Like this movie looks like like I said.
It looks dope.
Yeah, it looks like to me. If anybody else was doing it, I'd be like, but I love James Gunn. But Henry, to me, I like his look way better.
Yeah.
I prefer the way that Henry looked over this Superman, but
he just looked like Clark.
Yeah, but it's dope, you know. And then as far as Fantastic Four goes, I feel the same way about Fantastic Four as I do about Superman traditionally. I'm just not that big of a fan of them.
Yeah.
Love Silver Surfer, but I'm not like.
I love that Shorty's playing Silver Surfer.
We'll see.
Yeah, we gonna see.
It's one of those things that like why. We'll see.
This will make or break them, though.
Yeah, for sure.
This will definitely make or break them.
Not break them.
Well, what I mean break is like, okay, we're tired.
Yeah.
Like, we're tired.
Making those types of decisions.
Exactly. Like, so I can only imagine, with everything from this whole Doomsday. Well, now we're switching from Kang to Dr. Doom. Just this entirety of, I wouldn't call it a rush, but
this may change who's the leader in cinema now. Like that's to me is what's at stake. Is
I agree.
Superman if being great and Fantastic Four is, DC might take the throne back. Because DC was the throne in the 90s.
Yes.
But they might take the throne back, and then now Marvel's playing catch up again.
Let me ask you, wait, have you seen Creature Commandos?
Yeah, it was dope.
Woo!
And I didn't care to watch it either.
I didn't either.
Yeah, and then I finally just did it.
And I'm like, I got.
And you know why I like it? You want to know why I like it?
Shut up. You hate y'all. He gonna say it. He gonna say
it.
Why you like it?
I don't like childish animation.
Hey, it was violent in the movie.
Yeah,
it was violent.
I love edgy. Like you're gonna make a story about villains, make them villains. And I love even they referenced it in there when he grabbed her and started burning her face.
Yeah.
And then Mrs. Frankenstein was like, "You wanted villains. This is what it looks like to get."
Like
I was like,
"Look, you want monsters? You got monsters."
Yeah, that's what she said. Yeah, you wanted monsters. This is monsters.
This is what it is.
Yeah, I loved it. But it was another thing where it's like, you know who Frankenstein is, Mrs. Frankenstein. But it was like a bunch of characters that I didn't really care for.
No.
Yeah, I mean, you knew Weasel because of the Suicide Squad. Yeah. Weasel's backstory was sad.
Bro, I was sitting here
spoilers if you haven't seen it.
I hope if you haven't seen Creature
you need to watch it.
You really need to watch it.
Yeah.
This does set up this whole DC universe. But Weasel's story, again, spoilers. Well, we doing spoilers or no spoilers? I don't care.
You already said spoilers. Yeah, now it's up to them if they watch.
The fact that, for one, his whole crime against the kids.
Yeah.
Killed 27 kids.
And we knew that in Suicide Squad, but then to see it play out was sad.
Like, come on, man. He was just playing with the kids and just.
That was his best friend.
That was his best friend. Yeah. Now, what I was confused of, real quick, I didn't know if that little girl was the.
No, okay, I thought that for a second. She died in the fire.
Yeah, okay.
But I was thinking that same thing.
Yeah,
that. Because it's like, why is she even fighting this hard?
Facts. But like,
I was there. I'm the kid. He didn't do anything.
That was just.
But I thought I saw that potential setup too, and I was like, that's dope. If his lawyer was, but then the girl didn't get saved. And I was like, oh, she didn't even make it. Yeah. But that would have been dope.
Sad though.
Damn,
they killed the little girl.
Yeah.
Like, I'm telling you, brother. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's crazy in shows that, like, if you kill some children, it's gonna make
it hurts harder.
It was hard. It was hard. But even that.
And the fact that how bad it hurt him. And he can't even defend himself.
Bro.
Yeah, that was sad.
He tried to, I guess, make a redemption.
Yeah, and it got worse.
Yeah, spoilers. You know what I'm saying? At the last episode, I'm just saying, like, that hurt my heart. That whole sequence hurt my heart. But Shorty Frankenstein.
Yeah, she ain't no game.
Lady
she ain't nothing to play with.
She hard.
She ain't nothing to play with.
She hard, man. So I definitely want to see what this next.
Yeah, I love Creature
James Gunn on a roll right now.
Yeah.
He on a roll.
Bro, he's dope, bro.
Which one?
Like, he hasn't, in my eyes, he has not missed once. Like, his lowest is still higher than most people's height. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And, well, what do you say his lowest? Guardians 2?
Yeah. Guardians 2, I would say. Because I love Creature Commandos. And I still love Guardians 2.
Yeah, I love Guardians.
Some people hate on it, but it still was good to me.
I love Guardians trilogy, period.
Yeah. Debatably, one of the best trilogies just in comic book history.
Yeah.
It's definitely in the conversation. You can't not put it in there. But, you know.
Fan of Star-Lord.
Yeah. Fan of Star-Lord. I did not know anybody in Guardians of the Galaxy other than I knew that Thanos had an affiliation with Gamora. I didn't know Drax. I didn't know none of them.
Drax.
I was introduced to the entire cast of Guardians in that movie. I didn't
know who a Rocket was. I know who
Groot
was. Like, what?
And it was like I started getting who they were connected to because I knew Captain Marvel. Yeah. You know what I mean? And she's really tied in with Rocket. And
Star-Lord being tied into a Celestial. I was like, oh.
Yeah.
Man.
Of course he knew Thanos. You know, I knew Gamora, but I didn't know too much about Gamora.
Facts.
But for the most part, I was introduced to that whole world in that movie. And even with like Suicide Squad, I knew a little bit about Bloodsport, but I wasn't a fan. You know what I mean? I wasn't going to find anything about him.
I have to watch.
And Peacemaker, I knew nothing about.
I have to watch this now.
Oh, you haven't seen Peacemaker?
I have not. But again, I chose not to watch it because I'm like,
Peacemaker might be my favorite James Gunn thing.
Really?
The Solo series is so underrated. I can't wait for season 2. Peacemaker has a better story than everybody that he's done in my mind. Like Peacemaker's
What is a Peacemaker? I'm just
who is it? You know it's John Cena, right?
Yeah, I know it's John Cena, but who, why and who? What?
His dad is the leader of the KKK. And so Peacemaker has been trying. Peacemaker does not perceive himself as racist. He thinks he's not his father. He's going out of his way to fulfill the American dream for everybody, but he has so much interracial stuff that was engraved in him that he's trying to figure out. He doesn't see it, and everyone else sees it, and he doesn't want to be that way. So his battle is internally with trying to actually be the American super. He really wants to be Captain America, and in his mind he is. Wow. Not knowing Captain America, but that's how he perceives himself, but the rest of the world shows him his flaws. Wow. And so his story is deep. And so his superior is African American. She assigns him an African American woman, and they're showing him this is what is wrong with you. And he's for the first time looking at himself saying, I get that that's a problem. Wow. He's like, but when I took them to these minorities to prison, they broke a law. Yeah. And it's like, but you also are looking at minorities 10 times more. And he's like, do I? And it's like that's what he's coming into realization with. Dang. That I actually do have this engraved racism in me that I'm not even conscious of it.
Right.
So that's what his series is really about.
So how was the movie? Because I
also you didn't even see Suicide Squad 2.
I fell asleep.
Also
asleep on that motherfucker.
Really? Number 2?
Bro, yeah.
I love number 2.
Really? Bro, I think I made it through 30 minutes and I'm like,
well, you're seeing he's just the kind of like the piece of shit that he is under that, and then the show starts after Suicide Squad 2. Okay. And so now it goes to him in his solo form and just,
because
like
even in Creature Commandos, I know they were referencing stuff from.
Well, because he's a criminal and he doesn't get how I'm a criminal. How am I a criminal? He doesn't understand that.
Okay.
And they're like, well, you keep killing people. He's like, but he was a terrorist. He's like, he was, but that's not your job to kill him.
Right.
So that's just his battle.
So that makes a couple of references from Creature Commandos clear.
And he's like, y'all praise Batman every single time. He literally referenced this. You guys talk about Batman and Arrow every single time they take them to jail and they come out and kill more people. So why are they better than me? Like, that's his logic.
Oh, wow.
Like Punisher.
Yeah.
You put them down and they get back up. When I put them down, they never go up again.
Back up.
That's how he looks at the world. Okay. Nah, Peacemaker's tight, bro. That's interesting. But like I said, James Gunn really made me like him more. So that's why I just trust. I'm like, characters I didn't give a damn about, I really start liking after James Gunn has them.
Because I'm invested in Creature Commando. Mm-hmm. I'm invested.
Yeah.
You can't tell me nothing.
But I love Gamora. I made my whole character, Alina, kind of inspired by that aspect.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then, just not because it's not the same, but I ended up liking John Cena a little bit more, too.
I was just about to say
because of the shout-out. But I already made a whole video talking about Peacemaker.
Yeah.
On how that's like my favorite before he shouted us out. Yeah. So he might have seen that too. I might have inclined him more.
Love.
Yeah.
Show some love. Easy enough. That's insane. That's insane. But nah. So, okay.
But
so
you gotta check that out.
I got some homework to do. I got some homework to do since but it wasn't only this conversation that made me want to, think about seeing it too. I just seen people saying Peacemaker. I'm like, the dude from Suicide, John Cena, like,
Yeah.
Y'all like this show?
John Cena being Peacemaker made me respect him, the actor, more. He's like, that's what made me stop looking at him as just a wrestler that's acting. Yeah. That he really like killed that role. Yeah. And that's because I didn't watch wrestling when John Cena was wrestling. I was already over it. Yeah. I was Attitude Era, so I was The Rock, Stone Cold era. So when John Cena showed up to WWE, I already wasn't watching WWE. Yeah. So I've always known him as the wrestler coming into acting. And that was it, you know. But then when he became Peacemaker, I'm like, nah, respect to the range that you went to. Like, he was really dope, you know, so I respect it. Wow. And he shouted us out, so shout out John Cena.
And shout out John Cena one time for the one time. You already know.
But that's all I got right now for this one.
Yeah, that's all I got too, man.
We will tap back in with another episode of the Impound Podcast. I'm the writer. And thank you for watching another video by Impound Comics. Make sure you like, comment, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel.